I just thought that was such a great softball game. I just can't help but thinking that's why people watch our game these days. Softball is so great, and man, the two pitchers that started, Bo and Willis, they just threw their hearts out. And it took a while to get going because they were comfortable and they were grooving. And, I thought just us keeping our heads screwed on and really just grinding at the plate, Bo finding a way in every situation was just so clutch. And I give a lot of props to them. They fought hard, so did we, and we were really able to come through when our backs were against the wall, which is nice to see.
Questions?
Marvin Parker with Delta News out in Greenville. It was a beautiful game, kind of 4 sections in the game, but to keep Bowen in, after the 6th was done, what gives you confidence to leave her in? What were you seeing throughout the game in the 5th and the 6th?
I just there's a look. I don't know how else to describe it. I feel connected to when she's locked in and getting hitters out, and even when she doesn't have her best stuff, but she knows she can beat people. I trust her with the ball every single time in that moment. So, she was going at people, and I think it would take a lot for me to take her out of the game at that point.
We're just going to take questions from student athletes first. Parrish.
Parrish, all for Daily Journal.
We're all on the same line.
2 below. Izzy, can you talk about your home run, what pitch you saw, and just how it felt coming off the bat? Did you think it was out?
So I would go back to this week. It was a rough week of BP, but using my teammates and Kate just keeping me calm, and right before that bat, Shar talked to me and just said, keep it simple. And so I really just took a deep breath, saw my pitch. It just felt good off the bat. There's no words to describe it. You hit it, and it's one of the best feelings in the world.
Nick?
Nick Suss, Clarion Ledger. So did you go up thinking home run, or kind of what was your approach wanting to do that at bat?
Honestly, no. My approach was just have a quality at bat. Like, do whatever I could to help my team. So it just happened to go over the fence. I usually just try to hit the ball solid.
Any other questions in the room for student athletes?
My bad, really.
You good?
But for Bowen, nothing for the first 4, and then a lot of activity in the later innings. So what was it like for you throughout the game, seeing how they reacted to you, or what was that like for you in the beginning and in the end?
Yeah, they were just throwing punches, and we were throwing punches back. It's just the fact of who's ever the last man standing, and we were that. But I was just going out there and commanding the zone. They're great hitters out there, so we had to move the ball around, in and out, up and down, and just get them off stride.
Any more questions in the room for the student athletes? All right, we'll go to Zoom. We'll go to Troy Hutchison. You got a question from student athlete?
Yes, hi, Hanah. This is Troy Hutchison from GoEasyCats.com. I was wondering, can you talk about working in and out of those jams and what Taryn was telling you in the circle to help you get through those moments?
She was just coming out there to give me some time, just give me time to think, time to just take the pressure off myself and just do what I know how to do. And I was telling myself just one pitch at a time, and breathe. And that's what I did.
All right, next we'll go to Javier Morales.
It's Javier Morales, All Sports Tucson. Izzy, you guys are spring a lot on the hands together, but you're hitting home runs, especially at big moments. Can you talk about that, how you guys are coming through with those big home runs?
I feel like when you're playing behind a pitcher like Bo, you just want to do whatever you can to help her win or help the team win. And so home run, double, single, walk, hit by pitch, whatever it is, it's quality and we'll take it. So whether we're hitting home runs right now or we start piecing singles together, I feel like we just want to get runs across the board so that Bo's a little more comfortable in the circle, or whoever's pitching.
All right, next we'll go to Kim Doss.
Kim Dawson, Southern Desert Swarm. Millie had that big catch from Ron Davidson of a home run. Can you tell me how you felt when Sarah did that, and just about watching her defense in general?
Oh, it's just amazing. Every time the ball goes out to Nelly, I know she's going to catch her or give her best effort. So it's just very comforting to have her out in center field, and I just trust her with all my heart.
Next we'll go to PJ Brown.
Yes, 100%. I would think my last 2 at-bats, I even told Bo when I came back in the dugout, were my best 2 at-bats of my career. Like, I felt like I calmed myself down, I was slow, and I trusted everything that I had. So, yeah, it was just awesome.
We've got a follow-up question from Javier Morales.
I'm sorry, I was hoping my hand up for Caitlin comes up.
Oh, gotcha. Anybody else got any questions for student athletes on Zoom? All right, you ladies are dismissed.
Thank you.
Good job, guys.
All right, we'll take questions in the room for Coach Lowe.
You can't bank on home runs for both teams every game. I think it was the 4th inning when you guys finally got on 3rd. What did you learn about this team? What's the message going into game 2?
I think we started to try to hit balls hard, and yeah, a couple left the park, but I thought that first inning she was amped and she was throwing gas at us, and we weren't ready for it. And then we kind of went outside our plan and ourselves 2nd and 3rd time through, and then I really felt like we were starting to find ourselves. So I thought it took us a while to settle into that game, if I'm being honest, and once we did, and once we realized that they're going to have to throw to our plate, because she was hitting great spots and she was not missing a lot of white, and that's a good pitcher and a good pitch caller. So I just thought she threw a heck of a game, and we were able to make stuff happen when it counted.
Nick?
What explanation did you get on the kind of lengthy review there in the 7th, and kind of what's going through your head as you're waiting 2, 3, 4 minutes to see what the call's going to be?
Well, I saw Soph get bumped, so I went out and asked him about it, and the explanation was it was obstruction. The 3rd baseman was the one that fielded the ball. The catcher didn't field the ball, so she obstructed with her runner is the explanation that I got.
Any other questions in the